is Rachel. I just filmed a video which was my gender reveal. You would have already seen it by the time you saw this video, so just letting you know you're gonna see the same attire. But today I'm here to talk about my first trimester of pregnancy. Unfortunately, I didn't do the weeks to weeks like I did with Troy, which really bothers me because I love to go back and see the progress that I've made. But today I'm here to talk about everything that happened within the first trimester, and then after this video I'll go back to doing the weekly thing, showing you my belly bump and all that jazz. So let's go ahead and get started. First trimester was completely opposite from Troy's pregnancy. You know, with having him, it was really easy. I feel like, I wasn't really that nauseous. I had symptoms, of course, here and there, and my off days. For the most part, though, I was able to manage, and I was still able to go to school and do everything that I was doing prior to pregnancy. This time around, being pregnant really took a toll on me, emotionally, mentally, physically, just putting it out there. So just for this video's sake, I'm gonna say I found out I was pregnant on a Wednesday, and on Thursday all the symptoms hit me strong, super strong. It was insane how intense my symptoms were. Each symptom that I was experiencing was on an intense level. So when I told my midwife all of this, she was 100% certain. She was just certain that I was having twins. So for about 2 weeks straight, Ija and I were under the impression that we were having twins because my symptoms were really strong. So I want to say the first trimester, my main symptoms was nausea and vomiting. I think I mentioned that before. I was throwing up about 2 to 3 times a day, sometimes more. Rarely was it more, but some days I would throw up about 4 to 5 times. But for the most part, it was 2 to 3 times a day, and it was every single day for 2.5 months, and it was ridiculous. I actually started to get quite depressed while being pregnant because I was sick all the time, and it made me feel like I was incapable of doing anything, because with being so nauseous, I had no energy to do anything. I didn't take Troy for walks anymore. It was really hard for me to keep up playing with him and doing fun things with him and reading to him. I just completely stopped because I was just so sick 99% of the time, and it was a nightmare, you guys. I'm kidding. I kid you not, it was a nightmare. I would wake up at 4 a.m. and throw up. It was ridiculous. So it was just really rough on me. I also had really bad heartburn in the beginning, which I never experienced with Troy either. I thought you get heartburn towards the middle of pregnancy, but with this little baby, I'm not gonna say if it's a boy or girl just in case you guys didn't watch the gender reveal video, but I had really bad heartburn the first trimester, and it was really rough. I had aching boobs, my chest was always hurting. They actually leaked, my nipples started to leak, and I talked to my midwife about it because I was very confused because I thought all these symptoms would have occurred second trimester, not so much the first trimester. So I was really taken off guard. The only thing that I expected was the nausea, but yeah, my nipples were leaking the first trimester, and I'm talking about 5 weeks at this point, 5-6 weeks, and I'm experiencing nipple leakage, heartburn, and nausea and vomiting. I was experiencing headaches here and there, not often. It was rare that I would have a headache, but I would say once a week I'd experience a headache. So that was something that I dealt with. I had no appetite. I lost all feelings of wanting to eat. I lost my appetite. However, whenever I did get hungry, I got nauseous with being hungry, and it was just one of those things where, because I was throwing up so much, I started to think mentally okay, what am I gonna eat that's gonna come out nicely and smooth, because it was that bad that I was it was horrible. Also, in the first trimester, I was very cranky, but not because I was cranky, but I don't know, I think I was cranky because I was just sick all the time. So my emotions were just everywhere. I didn't want to film videos anymore, which is why I stopped. Excuse me. I applied to school, and I just stopped caring about a lot of things. I just didn't care about a lot except Troy, and that was just because I was just freaking depressed, sick all day long, and I was just so cranky because of it. My food aversions was the worst of the worst, and I think that's the last symptom that I experienced, and that is food aversions. It was a nightmare. Oh my god, I've never experienced something like that. It actually was above the nausea and vomiting for me, because with Troy I had food aversions here and there, and you know, some things it was like some things were like but with this pregnancy everything practically sounded nauseating, and I would gag at the thought of food. When EJ brought up something, I would like throw up. And I remember I took Troy to the hospital, not the hospital, I took him to the doctor to get his shots, and afterwards EJ was like, hey, do you want to go out for lunch? Do you want to get like pizza? And I kid you not, I started like gagging in front of the pediatrician building because he said pizza. That's how bad my food aversions was. The only thing that I was able to eat that sounded halfway decent was fruits, so I was able to like survive off of strawberries and oranges and bananas. That's pretty much it. So I got dehydrated my first trimester, and I lost a lot of weight, like a lot of weight, and that's because I wasn't getting anything in my body. I did take prenatals that was specifically for nausea. My midwife prescribed it to me, but they didn't help, and so she prescribed something super strong, and it's been a blessing ever since. But I will say, now that I'm in my second trimester, it has came back a little bit. I did stop taking the pills because I was feeling better, like, you know, without them, but now I'm having us like restart taking them because the nausea kind of came back, the morning sickness. So it's been a little rough, but other than that, you know, it's not as bad as the first trimester. And then, oh, and lastly, within the first trimester, I broke out all over my face, and I lost a lot of confidence in myself, so I was like applying makeup on makeup on makeup. You probably can't tell now, but I'm wearing makeup a little bit lightly just because my skin was horrible. I had pimples all over my forehead, on my cheeks, on my chin. It was like everywhere was pimples. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. I think that all happened in the first trimester. I am showing already, and you'll see my belly bump in the next video that I do when I start doing the weeks to weeks with the second trimester, but I am starting to show. And I think it's because I had Troy not too long ago, so maybe that's why, but I am already showing, and I do have like a little bit of stretch marks and stuff. So once this baby's out of me, I'm definitely like working out nonstop. So that was everything that happened within the first trimester. It was definitely rough, but you know what, it's worth it. I'm bringing another life into this world, and I'm super excited for Troy to have a close sibling. So it was awesome. But now I see what people are talking about when they're like, I hate being pregnant, because with Troy, I absolutely, let me tell you, Troy like made me love being pregnant so much that I thought about being a surrogate. Kid you not, I looked into it, and now I'm like, yeah, I'm not too sure about it, because this pregnancy was like complete opposite. But I have a lot more videos to come, you guys, so until next time, I'll see you in my next one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if I spoke fast, I apologize. Troy's sleeping, so I'm trying to like get some filming done before he wakes up. Alright, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.